wouldn't believe the day I've had.
Misery loves company. Care to share?
No, not really. Same old Saudi Arabia.
Not quite like the brochure, huh?
I'm Scarlet.
Mike.
So, Mike, what brings you to this exciting corner of the world?
Secret agent.
Right.
It's better if you don't believe me anyhow.
Alright, be honest. Has that worked on anyone?
How impressed are you?
Not.
Alright. My turn's over. How about you?
Obsidian Entertainment released its action stealth role-playing game Alpha Protocol in May 2010 on consoles and PC, under the watchful eye of Sega. It received a bit of a cult following, due in part to some wonky controls, dodgy gameplay mechanics, resting on a foundation of solid storytelling and role-playing systems. Players made decisions during many conversations with NPCs, which steered the intertwining relationships with the faction-based characters, a unique structure at the time, and cemented itself as fun to play, despite the annoyances with the gameplay. Alpha Protocol released around the same time Ubisoft were relishing in the success of their Splinter Cell series, with Splinter Cell Conviction releasing in the same year. Although Conviction wasn't as highly regarded as the series' highlight, for many that is, Chaos Theory, it was the beginning of a new way to present lead character Sam Fisher and the stealth action gameplay.
I'd appreciate that.
Digressions aside, Alpha Protocol wasn't just a straight up stealth game though. Part of the game's charm, going beyond its peers, were the options to mould lead character Michael Thornton into a spy, operative, agent, commando or action hero. Either sarcastic, suave, professional or just direct to the point with his personality. Using a points and skill tree system alongside perks gained from actions in the field, in addition to the relationship bonuses with the mission handlers, gave the game some real diverse role-playing options. Far deeper than what meets the eye at a first glance, and this is a big part of the game's appeal. Sadly, as mentioned, some of the archaic and somewhat unpolished gameplay elements let down these cool features, which begs the question, should Obsidian, now under Microsoft's wing, remake, remaster or commit to a full-on Alpha Protocol sequel? There's potentially some merit in doing so because, to be fair, not many games opt for such complexity of character development, or should I say not many action games do. Most games in the genre provide stealth or action options, allowing the player choices in how to tackle each scenario, often leaving consequences flying out of the window. Alpha Protocol, on the other hand, provides a level of depth rarely seen in these games. However, that might be to its detriment if the paying audience would rather shoot or stealth it up without the need for long dialogue scenes and character building. A remaster then with tweaked controls and gameplay elements could be the better option here though. The recorded dialogue wouldn't need updating, the RPG systems work well in terms of story progression. With a better stealth system and combat mechanics, this could be a pretty cool game for today's audiences. Going all in on Alpha Protocol 2 might mean a lot of additional work. A game built from the ground up for modern systems is feasible though. Obsidian could rewrite the book, keeping the elements that were favourable from the first game and polish the bits that weren't so desirable. If keeping the open-ended gameplay, the split decision making and the dialogue relationship choices could make for an awesome and fairly unique game. So, fingers crossed then, that somewhere at Microsoft there is a desire to resurrect one of Obsidian's coolest games from their archives. Please post in the comments whether you feel that Obsidian and Microsoft should dive into their archives and release Alpha Protocol 2, or just get a remaster or remake out there for today's gamers. Okay, I'm Rob Cram, thanks for watching.
What's up, Mikey? Problems already?
Just checking in. Had some questions about the mission and Alpha Protocol.
And you called me instead of Westridge? Lucky me.
The Alcimod detention camp where they got the weapon stockpiles. Anything you can tell me?
Getting satellite imagery of the area has been hard. My contacts haven't turned up much.
What's the problem with the imagery?
Camp's remote and dug into the side of a canyon. Beautiful view, but lousy for spying from above.
That's all I need. See you in the field, Darcy.